How are you going there today? We're off on a road trip.
We're going to do a road trip through Victoria. I've only been to Melbourne. I don't think Justy's. You been to Victoria?
I've only been to Melbourne for work trips. We haven't had a holiday in Victoria before at all.
So we're doing a road trip. A bit of camping, a bit of motelling. So it could be interesting. I'm hoping it doesn't rain when we're doing camping. But I think Justy wants it to rain so we can check out the tent.
Yeah, we got to test out how waterproof our tent is. Anyway, we're really looking forward to it. So stay tuned. We'll see what we find along the way.
Oh, we're there.
The Mount Kaputar National Park is part of the Nandewar Range, which is shaped by the ancient Nandewar volcano. This was part of two massive volcanoes, the Nandewar and the Warrumbungle, and these dominated the region between 21 million and 13 million years ago. The rich volcanic soils enable lush blooming, particularly in springtime when we visited, and the surrounding plains owe their great fertility to these rich volcanic soils as well. But the star of the show is the basalt columns rising up 40 metres in the air and supposedly another 60 metres under the ground as well. Part of the Mount Kaputar National Park. And on our way south, at a perfect spot for us to call in and have morning tea, are these amazing volcanic columns. So these are 5-sided or 6-sided geometric shapes caused by the cooling of lava. It's right on our way, so why not call in and see it? As a matter of fact, this trip is in celebration of our 10-year anniversary. And this is one of the first spots we ever came together 10 years ago. What do you reckon, Jane?
Yep. Doesn't seem like 10 years, but yep. It is lovely, yeah.
Beauty. Well, we're going to go have morning tea. We'll see what you find on the way further south. Leaving the northwest slopes and plains behind, and the fertile, rich volcanic soil, we moved our way further south through to the central west, where the weather changed a little bit, and so did the scenery. Known as the Dish by the movie of the same name, the park's radio telescope is an amazing sight to behold. One thing I didn't know before I visited here is that this dish weighs 1,000 tonnes, and yet it's not bolted down. It simply sits atop the tower, held in place by gravity, and despite its size, it can rotate 360 degrees in just 15 minutes. What an amazing bit of gear. Just down the road in the town of Forbes, we found this evocative sculpture, a dog named Rosa, sitting patiently outside the post office, waiting for her owner. Originally settled in 1861, following a gold rush nearby, Forbes retains much of its historical character. For us, it was just a stopover to break the long drive to Victoria, but certainly it piqued our interest, and we'll come back another day to explore the history of this town more fully. With sculptures dotted around town for you to find, Forbes is part of a 100-kilometre long sculpture trail wending its way out to Condobolin. We didn't go there on this trip, but on another trip I'm sure we'll go and check it out. There's a beautiful war memorial and plenty more for you to find as you wander around this town. Behind the beautiful gardens commemorating those who gave their all for our country lies another story. A story involving one of Australia's most notorious criminals or folk heroes, depending on how you look at it. The sister of the famous bushranger Ned Kelly, Kate Kelly, moved to Forbes in 1885 following the collapse of the gang and the execution of Ned Kelly. Kate took the name Catherine Foster to avoid public scrutiny and tried to leave her past behind. Kate worked on a local station and tried to rebuild her life, marrying and having 4 children. But in 1898, it was unfortunate that her body was found, drowned in a local lagoon. The inquest at the time found that the drowning was accidental, but questions were raised about Kate's mental state. Was it a drowning, an accident, or something more sinister? We'll never know, but it's just one more mystery to be found in the town of Forbes. We have left Forbes behind and we're on our way to Cobram in Victoria for the first day of our Victorian trip. I'm looking forward to seeing the Murray River for the first time in my life.
So at the moment we're back in big wheat country. It's just like being in Queensland again.
We're back in road train country, seeing 3 trailers on a truck for the first time in years since we left Western Queensland. What a sight. There are some lovely little towns out in western New South Wales. Grong Grong is one of them, or Grongy, as the locals call it. This looks like a community filled with pride for their town, a community that cares for each other, and for the history of their town, which can be seen by walking around and looking at some of the old shops and businesses that still remain. Some quirky charm and an opportunity to explore a different and quieter side of life.
St. Patrick's Catholic Church still goes.
So many towns like this remain. A rail line, some grain silos, a shop and a pub. But they hold stories of enterprise, of families, and of community, and are well worth a visit. And that wraps up the beginning of our long road trip all the way down to Victoria. Next time we'll start exploring our way along the Murray River. We'll see what all the fuss is about and see if we can learn a bit about the history and the people and the places that make this country so unique and special. So until then, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like or subscribe if you really want to help the channel out. Thank you and bye-bye.